I think Wildcard has already shown us what Genesis 1 is going to look like. The problem is, nobody has connected the clues. We've got map redesigns, a pirate theme, Lost Colony and the Unreal 5 upgrade, and somehow they all connect to Genesis. So today we're putting everything on the board. Why pirates? At first, this feels completely unrelated. But Genesis has one biome that could benefit more than any other. This part 1 consists of 5 biomes, one of which is the ocean. What if it were to become the centerpiece of the entire map? Pirates and sailors had a very unique perspective on the world that could give us further insight into what Genesis 1 could look like. Wildcard has put so much work into the ocean biome and into ensuring that it will connect all the biomes on the map that I believe this isn't just a simple rework, but a complete overhaul of the concept. The connection of all biomes, the pirate theme, the ships and the new game mechanics are just the tip of the iceberg. And what does the Lost Colony DLC have to do with it? At first, this feels completely unrelated. But Lost Colony already gives a clear hint on what Genesis' new mechanics and procedurally generated content could look like. What if Lost Colony was just a test to see what content for procedural generated islands, such as outpost missions, might look like? Will the islands be exactly the same as outposts, or will they be like item caches similar to the ones we know from Lost Colony? Thralls could be pirates who defend them, and we can use them to expand our crew on our ship. We would swim from island to island, use the loot to upgrade our ship, and keep expanding our crew, while we complete missions in the same way as we do it on Lost Colony. Treasure chests already exist. That means we can also find buried treasures, and maps to them are scattered around the world. This might be the biggest clue of them all. What if Genesis isn't just a map anymore? What if it becomes a testing ground for ARK's future systems? Straight out of the Unreal 5 documentation, we can read that Unreal 5 has a self-contained water system that enables the creation of rivers, lakes and oceans. Key features include buoyancy physics, swimming movement modes for characters, and dynamic post-processing effects like fog, caustics and refraction to simulate underwater visibility. Does this sound familiar? It does, because we already read that in one of the latest community crunches. And we can already see how the new water physics work, because games like Subnautica 2 already use the Unreal 5 water system. And if you already played it, you can expect the water being pretty similar to it. Is Wildcard remastering maps or rebuilding them? The island was actually just a simple remaster. Nothing has actually changed and there isn't any new content. Starting with Scorched Earth, Aberration and Extinction, however, the game became a whole new experience with new mechanics and improved features added to the map. New content like creatures, items and even new maps was the norm rather than the exception, and many new DLCs were added. And Genesis 1 also introduces new creatures and content. And if I'm right, then Genesis won't be a simple remaster either, but a whole new experience. Now we're looking at the final clue that connects everything, and start rebuilding the map. I expect the map layout to change a lot, and it will look more like pirates expect it to be. This is where my theory finally starts making sense. I assume Bog, Arctic and Volcano to be 3 different islands, which will be the majority of all land on Genesis 1. In my opinion, the biomes themselves won't change all that much, apart from how you travel between them and of course the usual reworks of the individual biomes. Bog will once again be a swampy jungle with large trees and perhaps a few cave systems. We'll find bloodstalkers there and build our bases in the trees to hide from enemies. Arctic will be an icy wasteland and a frozen mountain, featuring a weather system and avalanches we're familiar with. We will find fair rocks and other creatures in this region and will be able to tame them. And the volcano is our go-to way of farming element and getting magmasaur eggs during quiet periods, but a volcanic eruption will drive you off the island. Like the previous version, the entire map will be a non-flyer map and the tech suit won't work. All the islands will be connected by a vast, navigable ocean that can only be crossed by ships, aquatic creatures or bloodstalkers. The ocean will make up the majority of the map and hold many secrets. Similar to OSDs or outpost missions, various types of islands will spawn randomly in the sea. This will count as loot or outpost missions and can be found using your ship to collect thralls, items, resources and loot. The islands are probably generated and pre-made outposts as we already know them will spawn on them from time to time. And I am 100% sure that at the edge of the world and beneath the map lies the lunar biome. Just as in ancient legends and myths, you will fall off the edge of the world if you swim beyond the edge of the known world. The lunar biome will be an artificial world border, extending around the whole map and possibly even beneath it. When we started, this looked like a bunch of unrelated clues, but when you connect them, I don't think Genesis 1 Ascendant will be a simple remaster. I think it will be Wildcard's most ambitious map redesign yet. If you actually want to test some of this yourself, I highly recommend checking out RTR. RTR is one of my favorite PvP wipe clusters right now. They offer cross-play PvP wipe clusters, active admins, a really nice community, balanced rates depending on your tribe size, and regular events to keep the servers active and competitive. And if PvP isn't your thing, they also have PvE clusters where you can just chill, build, breed and progress at your own pace. If you want to check out their shop, you can use the code Frodo20 for 20% off your first purchase, or the code Frodo for 5% off any future purchases. You'll find the Discord and all server information linked in the video description. I hope you liked this video and I'm thrilled to read if this video has helped you. Hit the like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm and consider subbing to the channel. Alright, Frodo.